I love it.
You love it. Fast, ain't it?
It's very fast. I don't think you needed the V.
This is your introduction to Lazarus, our 2026 Lyric V, and our initial road trip. We're headed to Charleston, South Carolina, with a in-between stop at the Tesla Supercharger in Pooler. And so we're going to head on out. It says we have 100% state of charge, and we have a little over 300 miles, about 317 miles. We currently have 795 miles on the Lyric V. So, love, what do you think about the new Lyric?
I love it.
You love it. Fast, ain't it?
It's very fast. I don't think you needed the V, but it's very fast.
Okay, well, it was the V or the Tesla Plaid, and you didn't want a Plaid, so.
I said get what you wanted. That's what I said. I said get what you wanted. You compromised and got the V. You said it had to have a V in order for you to get it.
It had to have a V in order for me to get it. All right, so we're headed out. We're going to see how this bad boy
that would have been
road trips. How it road trips, especially once we get to the Tesla Supercharger. It says that we're going to need about 10 minutes worth of charging once we get to Savannah, or Pooler, right outside of Savannah. But I do enjoy the Super Cruise that's on here. It says out of this 3.5 hour trip, we're gonna have Super Cruise capability for 3 hours and 5 minutes out of that time frame. So that was the other requirement for whatever car that we purchased, is that it had to drive itself. Now, nothing is gonna do what the Tesla does, but I must say so far I've been pretty impressed with how this one has been doing. So we're gonna get on the road now, and we will update you when we get on the interstate. So we're cruising on the interstate. We got the Super Cruise enabled, and we are just riding along. So let's see how well this thing does. It's supposed to do automatic lane changes, but it doesn't look like it did it then. So I may have to go into the settings and see if some of the settings have been changed from automatic lanes. So let's try to do some optimization. Turn off the one pedal driving so it'll coast and cruise while we're on the interstate. So I am here in Lutson, South Carolina. Do a quick top up and charge so I won't have to worry about getting any electrons in the morning. So we're here at an EVgo, connecting to the vehicle real quick. Put about 10-15% in there to put me up to closer to 50 or 60%. This is only a 50 kilowatt charger, so I'm at 38%, and as you can see, it's starting to ramp up, and it's only going to give me 40 kilowatts. So let's go in here and see what's happening. So it's giving me 40 kilowatts, looks like. Okay, so there. About 40 kilowatts per 40 kilowatts. I am going to go up to probably 50 to give us some wiggle room for tomorrow for the funeral and everything. So as you can see, we're at EVgo fast charging there, currently at 39% state of charge, matching what it says here on the vehicle. And so I'm gonna hurry up and get back to my spouse, because she's eating herself full with some crabs and low country boil that they're doing tonight. And so we'll get with you in a little bit. So we just did a quick 10% top up. It must be some pretty expensive electricity here, so it's $9.47. So we're gonna stop the charge. So $9.64. Thingy there back on. All right, so we're in the middle of our weekend getaway to Charleston area. My first time being in Charleston, but this is not your first time being in Charleston.
This is my second time being in Charleston, and I loved it the first time I was here.
Okay, so what should we be looking to do this afternoon then?
If we're not doing the mall, we should look to do something down by the wharf with seafood for lunch or dinner. That would be great.
Okay. All right, well, we're here outside of the Mellow Mushroom over on Tanga Boulevard. And we're just going to do a pretty good top up for today. We've got a bunch of riding around to do. And since this is an area that I'm not familiar with, we're going to go ahead and get us a good little charge on. As you can see right now, we are sitting at about 40-something%. And we're still pulling 153 kilowatts. The only thing about this particular Tesla charger is we had a little difficulty, right, getting in here to charge.
We did, because we had to park in the handicap spot.
And why did we have to park in the handicap spot?
Because the Lyric has a long nose, and the Tesla handles, their things aren't that long. The hoses aren't that long. They're very short for these levels.
Yeah.
These fast chargers. So with that being said, if you have a small car like the Tesla, you're able to back in and get charging. With our Mercedes, we would have been fine. But the parking in thing where you actually stop your car at, you have to kind of run up on that bump in order to get so close to
So what she's talking about, if you can see right there, they got the little stoppy thingers there so nobody hits the charging stations, I guess. But like I said, well, like she was saying with the Lyric, it's not quite long enough for those small or short cords. So, but luckily we were able to figure something out, and we are still pulling about 141 kilowatts. And so we will get back at you when we finish. So, you know, that's the other thing about getting a new vehicle that you have to learn. So now we're trying to get into our Google account to see what we can do in the infotainment while we're sitting here and charging. So my wife is going to scan her QR code there and get into her Google Play Store, and we'll see what we'll be able to do in the future as we are, you know, charging and road tripping and stuff like that. So what were your initial impressions about the drive up, as far as the road trip, as far as charging, how long it took us, comfortability, that type of stuff?
What I always tell you is you can never beat the seats in a Cadillac. Even in the Mercedes that we have, I still miss the seats in your Cadillac STS. The comfortability in these seats will allow you, if you have a broke down body like we do from being in the military, or just being older with aches and pains, in a Cadillac, seamless. And the drivability of this car, where it gets over lane changes, like a boss. Like a boss. It was nice. I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I would agree. I think the ride for the most part was good. But I do think what I miss about this, and even though you're not comparing apples to apples, the efficiency of the EQS over this one is, it's a game changer. So,
and when you say efficiency, what do you mean by that?
So I mean how far you can drive at highway speeds versus just having to do 70 miles an hour. So for example, this car is rated at 285 miles. Okay, so we're signed in.
Because it asked me, gave me a prompt to say, are you signing into the car? And I have to say, yes, I'm signing into the car.
So look at that, you got Tubi and HBO Max. Guess what? I have an HBO Max account. Oh, okay.
I guess we can sit here and watch Superman.
You could. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So like in the Mercedes, we probably get closer to 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour versus in this car, at highway speeds, we're getting about 2.3, 2.4, which means at highway speeds of 75, 80 miles an hour, you are going to get, if you were going from 100 to 0, you probably get about 240, 250 miles on a charge. Versus in the Mercedes, we're going to get 300 miles on a charge. Easy. Easy. So right now we're at 54%. We're still pulling 133 kilowatts. And we have been charging now. I don't think it gives us the charging amount of time. But we've probably been charging for maybe about 7 minutes or so. 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes. So I wasn't too far off. 9 minutes and 42 seconds. So in 9 minutes and 42 seconds, we went from 33% to basically, how far? How much charge do we have right now? Scroll back up. 55%. So in 10 minutes, we've basically added 20%. And it tells us that to go to 80%, it would take us a total of 20 minutes. So we're about halfway there. So we've had 22 kilowatts delivered in about 10 minutes. So, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. So, and the charges, we were only at about $9. Now, if you were to buy this car in a XTS format, you're probably going to spend somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 to fill up your tank. So we're probably going to spend about 15 bucks, maybe. Yeah, I think we're doing good.
What are the stats that we have right now as charging? We have $19.07 in charging fees, and we're at 91 kilowatts, 51.7902 kilowatts energy delivered, and 25 minutes and 22 seconds duration.
And what state of charge are we at now?
We're at 79%.
Okay, so we are going to stop here in just a minute at 80%.
As usual.
So it looks like it is going to be about how long to go to 80%?
It's going to be a couple seconds.
But what's the total time going to be?
The total time is probably going to be 26 minutes and something.
Okay, so 26 minutes to go from 33% to 80%. All right, well, there it is.
Bam,
So
we're at 80%,
and
and then we're at 25 minutes and 57 seconds.
all right, so we're out of here. See you
We are
next time.
out of here until the next time.
So good morning from Joint Base Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina. We are getting ready to start our road trip back home to Dublin, Georgia, and Lazarus, our 2026 Cadillac Lyric. All right, so we're here at the Tanger Outlets at the North Charleston Tanger Outlets. So I guess we're gonna go into where are we going?